Whenever I find units like this Itachi in my friends list, I can tell you this much, it's a happy time for me, okay? Because the unit that I don't see every day, you don't see every day, and I would really like to make a video about it, but I just don't have him because it's impossible to get him right now. Let me switch here to the PC. This Itachi, if you don't know, he was the ranking season 3 global ranking reward. You get a copy of him for like being between 15,000, and then you're getting max duped by being top 200. Nowadays, of course, it's different, but if you take a look at like the old ones, what it used to be is season 1, they had Minato, 2 they had this Kisame, 3 Itachi, 4 they have this Kabuto, and then after that they just switched to acquisition stones, which in a way it's good because these units are not good. Like even when they came out, they were just not good. So the acquisition stones are like more valuable to us players than the actual units. But these units were so cool. I remember getting Minato because again he was a season 1 and I was playing at the time. I missed him for one dupe, man. It was so sad. I remember getting Minato and it was so cool. Of course, getting the acquisition shards is also pretty cool, but yeah. So let's take a look at him. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have pills, but we're gonna have to work around him without pills. So technically he's made for PvP, right? I remember at the time, when was it that he came out? Was it before or after Blazing Bash? Let me just check really quickly on the events timeline. If I'm not mistaken, he came after Blazing Bash. Was after all the fuzz about PvP units that have like these abilities, like speed boost abilities and stuff. And also, if you switch here to the Ninja World Clash status, on his ninjutsu he does have a 50% chance of switch sealing, which of course switch sealing is a PvP unit ability. You know, you don't have switch sealing. Okay, yeah, he came out. Let me switch here back. He came out with Neji and Hinata. Let me check. Oh, so they were coming out with the Blazing Bash. Okay, Minato came out with the first batch of Blazing Bash. Okay, interesting. I didn't remember that. So let me switch back to the PvE because that's where I'm using him. But he has a 2200 actually if you have the pills, but 2100 attacks there. Pretty decent for a short range, free to play. That's pretty decent. Boost critical rate as field and body. Ninjutsu is a 2.5 to 1 enemy, but he does have an ability. If I'm not mistaken, he was the first unit to have this ability. I could be wrong, but in my playtime, he was the first one to actually introduce this ability here. And then 6.8 to enemies in range and knocks them back. 80% chance of jutsu sealing. Of course, jutsu sealing is not the best ability just because bosses are immune to it, but let me rock this team out. I'm gonna try to attack boost him as much as I can, see how much damage he can do. Of course, it's not gonna be much. He not only is made for PvP, but in general, he's just not very good. Also, remember when he came out, it was like he does get one-shotted by OT Naruto. I'm pretty sure. So it was like even when he came out, he was not the best. Let me try his jutsu. I want to see if I can get a Yoi jutsu. Let me see. Okay, so this is his Yoi. It's just like Blazing Bash Sasuke, where he stays in the middle, or if you will, say just expels Madara. Oh, it's just like the Blazing Festival Itachi one, huh? The real Blazing Festival Itachi, the first one that came out. Okay, it looks cool. Like I think I've already said this a couple of times. This version of Itachi is my favorite one. So he looks extremely cool, of course. I need to get some ultra combos. Let me do this. So he looks extremely cool, of course. Oh, that damage, keep in mind, I do have Kid Kakashi behind him. Kid Kakashi gives a 350 attack boost as a buddy, so you gotta keep that in mind. The 350 attack boost that he's receiving. Let me see how the normal attack looks. He just pulls out kunai. Okay, it's pretty basic, but I guess not all the characters are gonna have cool normal attacks. The Final Fight Sasuke does have a cool normal attack, but I mean, he's Final Fight Sasuke. Man, this is a very short range jutsu. Of course, imagine this being single target. Sometimes you can't hit a unit properly because of it, because you're gonna have like 2 units really close together, and you won't be able to hit the one that you want. Now let me use the ultimate here. The ultimate is AoE as well, but also not the biggest of ranges. Oh, but it looks really cool. What? It looks so cool. Whoa. Actually, when I do the damage test, using the buffs from both what's it called, Jiraiya and Kankuro, I'm gonna put it in ×1 because it looks really nice. Wow. I forgot that they have. Does the Minato and all the other units also have the cutscene? I don't remember that. I literally don't remember them having cutscenes. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, very interesting. I didn't remember at all him having a cutscene, because normally free-to-play units don't have cutscenes, you know. But very cool, very cool. Is this the same as Blazing Festival Itachi? Is what I'm thinking, because he's pretty much a copy and paste of Blazing Festival Itachi, right? Like the jutsu, the what's it called, the model. He's pretty much a copy and paste. But I don't remember if that's how Blazing Festival Itachi's ultimate looks like. I'm not talking about the bravery one, okay? I'm talking about the heart one. The heart Blazing Festival Itachi. Don't remember. It reminds me that now there could be more than one Blazing Festival unit of each. Not like there's already a Blazing Festival Minato, but then a new Blazing Festival Minato came out, and then there was already a Blazing Festival Itachi, but a new came out. I wonder what other units are gonna come back. Maybe Gaara, that version of Gaara, because that version of Gaara in the anime is scary, man. They could have done some much more interesting stuff with him. So ×1, let's see. Oh, the normal attack, so painfully slow. It looks really cool, the cutscene, 30k. The cutscene looks really cool. Of course, the Totsuka blade is a very generic Totsuka blade. It's the same one from the what's it called? From the Impact. Wow, that dropped some frames. It's the same one from the Impact, so pretty generic one, but really cool, really cool. He's probably in the top 5 rarest units in the game. Yeah, I would say he's in top 5 rarest units in the game, because you literally can't have him anymore. Like, I would say the 2 most rare, like by far the 2 most rare units in the game are the what's it called, the Azuma from Phantom Castle, because again you literally can't have him anymore, and he was a summonable unit. But as the free-to-play units go, I think he's in top 3. Like it goes like Minato, the top 3 that came out, Minato, the Kisame, him, and then the Kabuto. But thank you guys for watching, and please fucking subscribe if you want to. If you don't, you can also leave a like. I'd appreciate it.